OnyxShow.
Hello and welcome to the OnyxShow. Today is another exciting episode of Belovedism. I'm sure last week you were with us and you enjoyed all the things that we had to say. I didn't see your comments, I didn't see your questions. Please get them coming on all our social media handles. Today we are going to discuss how and why Belovedism. I'm sure you want to know a bit more, so keep glued to your seat. We'll be right back.
The OnyxShow.
What are you looking for? Why have you scattered the room like you are going crazy? Ah, the calendar. It's under the bed. Where you decided to hide it?
Shenyo Trebi. Which calendar? I'm not in the mood to play your bickering games this morning. No. Where at all did I put this money? Where did I put this money? Wasn't it in my handbag last night? Or I should call Akwesi to send me money.
Akwesi.
My boyfriend. Hey, you have a poor memory sometimes, so I'm one poor.
Ah, Akwesi. The new choir director at our church, you know. When did you people start going out? What happened to your numerous boyfriends? You left them, or they left you? I thought you have stopped collecting money from these numerous boyfriends of yours.
See this one. Who said I've been collecting money from my boyfriends? Akwesi, that man is stingy. You know they give money. Oh. Which relationship cry is this? I need money. There are things I need to purchase. But my account balance is dry. Me, Gigi. My account balance, shey. See my hair. It's 3 weeks old. I need a new one.
Oh, he needs to be proud. Who said it is his responsibility to be giving you money? Are you his wife? Or you've been cooking for him to eat?
Sometimes I cook for him. He even licks his fingers on top of it.
It doesn't mean he should give you money, chinchiniachi. You are not his responsibility.
Madam, if you don't have anything proper to say, I'm going home. I'm running late, cry.
Going to where? Work? If you are going to depend on the numerous boyfriends, it's better you stay home.
I think hunger is making you talk rubbish. See, oh yeah, there's leftover jollof and chicken in the fridge. I was benevolent enough to leave you some.
The jollof I prepared with my own money. You must be funny. Are you not working to cater for yourself? And I know your mom has been sending you money on regular basis. Christian ladies do not act this way. I thought you were making progress.
What progress? I'm thinking of going back to my boyfriends. When I was with them, my account balance was full. In fact, running over. I wasn't born to suffer. Oh. I refuse to suffer.
Do you love Akwesi?
Why would I date one person if I don't love him?
How would you feel if he does the same thing to you? How much are we talking about here?
You don't have to do this, I can manage. It's okay.
How much?
You, if you insist, 150. 250. Yes, 250.
Take this. You know, I really care about you. I don't want you to take this path.
Tea for thanks. I'll be buying food this evening,
Take care.
The OnyxShow.
Welcome back. As I said, we are just going deeper and deeper into Belovedism. It's getting exciting, it's getting heated. So I have with me Ruth and Nancy. These ladies right here were right here on this set the last episode. I'm sure you got a little something about them. Today, they're not going to go deep into that. You can get on the other episode. But just for us to know their names again.
Ruthiana.
Joy Kings.
Okay, she prefers to be called Ruthiana. Can cut it short, make it Ruth. And this lady right here is Nancy. Why have you changed your name?
Ajwa.
Okay, she prefers to be called Ajwa. No problem. Today is another discussion, girls, and we are going right deep and deep and deep. Why do you think that the youth of today are so excited about beloved, boyfriend, girlfriend, and all of that? Why? Why belovedism? Why getting a beloved?
My uncle once told me, he said there was this man who had his child and like the whole family together, and she was the only one left in the house. So
Okay.
the man called and was like, if you had the opportunity to take, let's say, 10 out of the whole family, how many, like who and who are you going to choose? Then she counted. There's mom, dad, siblings, other cousins, other relatives. Okay, 10. Let's move it to 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. So she was like, since she was talking to her dad, I think if it was her mom, she would have said no, but she was talking to her dad, so he said that. Okay, and the dad was like, everybody's going to leave you. Everybody
yeah.
will leave you. Even as a mother, your children are going to leave you. Exactly. They'll surely go get married, they'll leave you.
Right.
But the only person who wouldn't leave is your life partner. That person wouldn't leave unless death do you apart.
So that's the one we are calling beloved.
Yes. So you need that person who wouldn't leave, who will be
Okay.
there for you all the time.
Okay.
Anytime. Like you need a shoulder to lie on. Your mom can leave, you can leave. But that person will be there for you. So that is the beloved.
Okay. Why?
Why should I have a beloved? Well, I feel in the Bible, God created Adam first, but God realized that he was, let me say, lonely with the animals and the plants. Though the Eden was beautiful, it was a nice, serene environment to enjoy yourself alone with. But God realized he needed a companion.
Okay.
That is why he took his ribs and made Eve, that is a partner. So in life, and in the same Bible, it says that we should marry and procreate. So you can't live alone and procreate. That effect you won't get that result if you are just alone. So you have to get someone who would I don't know the word to use, but you have to get someone who exactly complement. That's what I wanted to use. You have to get someone who will complement your life, someone who understands your life, your way of work, someone who will listen to you, as Ruth said. Because there are certain careers when you choose and you don't have an understanding
person,
it becomes difficult in the marriage because you always be quarreling and it will be about your work, which is not supposed to be so because you didn't get someone who would complement and understand you.
Okay.
So I think that is why.
This whole thing is getting to marriage, but I'm not in the marriage space here too.
Sure.
This one is boyfriend, girlfriend. The person can leave you tomorrow or even today. You know, when someone says, I saw in a vision that we were getting married and says, okay, then let's start dating. The next time you see another vision and you were not there. So you have to get out of his life. So this belovedism, just for you to know, it's not marriage, oh. It's boyfriend, girlfriend. Wear your eye clear. Lovey. I remember some people used to say it like that way. Wear your eye clear. Sometimes you leave the person. But for me, I think that I agree with all of you. So why do people even get into this? Let me take it back to when we were on campus. I think it was just peer pressure. You know, someone does not need anybody. Of course, we all need somebody, but I mean in that sense. You can do everything by yourself, but yet the person will go and get a beloved because my roommate has a beloved, my other roommate has a beloved, and then the person gets into it. So the motive is already wrong. I'm just going into it because
and I'm lonely, so
I need to get exactly. And so the reasons are just all over the place. But like Ruth was saying, it feels good to have a beloved. Just to know that in the night when you can't sleep, you can call somebody.
Free night call.
You can call somebody. wake somebody's son up and say, I can't sleep. I don't know if the person should come and sing for you. But seriously, some people will sing for you.
Of course.
If they have a good voice, if they have a good voice.
Enjoy it. You must
But
pretend to enjoy it.
it's
The
just
voice
nice.
is not good.
You see, like, it's just nice feeling makes some people get into it, and then they get into it maybe with the wrong person, unfortunately, and they have to run back out of it. But we'll get into that, getting to know the issues about belovedism. But for today, we just want to know the whys and the hows. Another why I think is that some people just want to create some social presence to say, okay, me to have a boyfriend or me to have a girlfriend, and the guys especially. I have this girl at Achimota. I have this girl at Taifa. I have this everywhere.
Can you imagine?
Everywhere they have girls.
It makes them a boy. It means
My brother.
fresh boy.
If you can't commit, you're not a big boy. If you can't commit to any girl, you're not a big boy. I'm a boy.
Of course.
So you have to be able to commit to one girl. At least if you say I have a beloved, we know that Ama a champion is your beloved. Everybody respects you for that. And you know this side chicks. Let's roll it forward to married men. Side chicks will always go about after married men because they think they are responsible people. So you, the one just going around with Ama, Kosia, Kia, and everybody, you are not a matured man.
It's waste of time and
Thank
money.
you.
I always say, because it's better to invest into one person and make the person the way you want him or her to be than rather
you must
spreading it.
You may invest in the wrong
Investment.
Of course. And
It will become men's bank.
especially when you are not married, like having a beloved, you are not married, and you keep investing and investing. And investing. That one, broken heart comes.
You go to asylum down. Yeah, that's true. And you see, even talking about that investing thing, let's take something little from there. You know, some people get too much into this beloved thing and they put their all in it. Now, when the person says, you know what, I think I made a mistake and I need to move on, then Coleman things that bomb blasting in the head. And because you know that, Charlie, you have lost.
Invested.
You don't know what to do. That's when some people even kill people. All because that reminds me, I watched a video. This guy and this girl went on a date. He has bought her rice or so, bought her drink and water. And the guy said, let me propose to this girl, and said, will you be my wife? The girl said, no, how do you expect me to marry you? No. The guy said, you are eating my rice, you are drinking my... Waiter, bring me the bowl. He took the rice and put it in the bowl, took the drink away. He said, if you don't want to marry, you can't eat my rice. The girl was wearing a shoe that he had bought for her some time ago. He took it off and went away.
But that thing is really bad though. People will take off your wig because they bought for you.
But if you know you don't like the boy, why should you stress him?
I think we shouldn't go in. We shouldn't go in as in maybe this is I want this person to love me, so I'm doing this for the person in order to love me.
Right.
If you do that and you don't get the love back, you really feel hurt. Just do it because you love the person, and if it doesn't work, because it can either work or it won't.
But that thing is difficult.
It's very difficult, but we mostly go with the perception that it has to work by hook or crook. And you see, we are humans, we change a lot because I can like you
today and not like you tomorrow.
Because of certain circumstances that I find myself in. And I want to ask this thing.
Okay, so hold it. Just before we go into it again, I just want us to go in a short break, and then Nancy was saying, by hook or crook, we want the thing to work. So let's go on a break. When we come back, we'll continue. See ya.
The OnyxShow.
Yo, Gabi!
Darling boy, my guy.
Ade!
Charlie.
When last I see you, sir?
Why hear this? Oh,
Moment to wow.
boy, wow.
Hey! Hey, nigga man, why then break your heart?
Hey, Fernando. You, what do wrong you?
I wink. I started use the Pesco Sita. And boy, the pop! Really? The music, the counseling. See, come and see the market. See, let me sell trendy hats.
What are you waiting for? Download the app or update it to enjoy the new features we have added. Cause the app
Really the pop.
Download or update the Pentecost Youth app today to enjoy amazing features. The Onyx Show.
Welcome back. It really got exciting and heated up before we went on that break. And I'm sure you want to hear more and give us more comments. In fact, if you have questions for us, you can put that on our social media handles and we'll be ready to give you the answers as much as we can. And then let's not forget, if you want to advertise on our show, you can call the number on your screen and then we'll attend to you. So now, before we're going on the break, we're having some fun here, talking about why people are getting into getting a beloved and all that. And I remember we even said that sometimes when some people are sleeping and they don't have anyone to talk to, they want to call their beloved. Now, how do people get into having a beloved? What's the how? Anyone?
Okay, so I heard this then that, if you want to meet someone, you have to dress, you have to go out, find yourself in places that's people are always there, like a busy place where you can get to meet people. Even if you don't have money, just go there, dress up looking good, take a seat, relax. And once you are there, someone will be like, oh, can I can I?
Is that not in the movies? Is it real?
People really do it.
That reminds me. When Nancy and I were coming on the set today, we were waiting for our car. And then someone was calling some lady. Hey lady, someone is looking for you. The guy right there is looking for you. And the lady was like, who is looking for me? Follow this guy, and he was like, oh, the guy standing there is looking for you. Only for her to get to the guy, and the guy said, what is your name? And the lady was just looking
like, really?
What was going on.
Because she was in a hurry.
Exactly. And she was like, and the guy was like, I want to be your friend. And the lady said, really? Everyone were like, really? Of course. How can you just call someone that you see that the girl was in a hurry going somewhere? You stop and just ask her, what's your name? I want to be your friend. What kind of how is this? I think getting into having a beloved is done in many ways, a lot of ways. In fact, if I want to go for my own experiences, I've had a lot of proposals. Hey, please don't tag me. And there were different ways that they came in. And some of them was just because of the way they came in, I just had to put it off. Some of them too, I was just not interested in the person. So if you come to the person and you make the person feel like you're some commodity that I need, like you feeling some gap in my life. If I'm not your life, then I don't think I want to be at all. So if you come in and say, oh, I think you speak well, you dress well. That was what some guy told me. You speak well, you dress well. I feel when you follow me and my friend sees you, they are going to give me fun.
Like seriously.
And for him to even use that word, like we are like a good portfolio. I'm like, you see, I'm nobody's portfolio, so you know what? Just find your way. Let me find your way. Some people just don't know how
best to approach.
Exactly, and that's how come some people are still single as at this time, especially the guys. And some guys too, they are doing this. I'm your bestie. I'm my bestie kind of thing. Then small. Someone will just come and akomate go.
Then they start to cry.
They start to give you attitude. You see, there's no formula for
getting a beloved.
How to get a beloved.
Right.
But I think your approach should be something that even if the person doesn't like you, you will still have the chance to have a cordial relationship with the person. Because if you approach me, how Adelaide is saying, the way the guy approached her, I don't think if the guy is even coming in for just friendship, she would allow. Because the first impression the guy has created in Adelaide's mind will put her off totally.
Yeah.
So even though there's no formula, I feel that when you are approaching someone, you should be not formal per se, but you should have some sort of I don't know the word to say, but you should be is it objective in what you are coming to tell her or something. But you should create a scenario or an environment that the person would even become to listen to you. Even if I don't like you, I should be able to listen to you, and maybe if you have the chance, I'll think about it and maybe go out with you. If not, we can still be friends. Because for me, I remember people, I have an experience, people propose, and I feel that having this kind of person as a partner won't help me. But then again, I'll be the same person to say, oh, but we can be friends.
Because the person didn't come for friendship.
Exactly, because I like the way you approach me. So instead of letting you go, I want you to be my friend. Who knows, maybe sometime, someday,
something can happen.
So I feel the men, we are talking for the men because we are ladies and they approach us.
I am going to talk for the men.
So we are ladies and you approach us. So I think though there's no formula, you should approach the lady.
Yeah, I think that sometimes too, where you get to, the location you are in, sometimes is what also pushes some things to come out.
It's true.
So if someone finds you on the streets and the person wants to approach you, it's very informal. The person doesn't really have to say much. I don't know what happened when some guys feel that they have to say so much for them to get a lady's attention. And sometimes too, the guys even get proposals as well from some ladies who are really bold to go out and do it. But for me, I always say that you really have to pray about all of these things before you enter. Sometimes the peer pressure is there.
Yes.
Oh, my friend has a beloved, let me get one. Oh, my this, my that. And so when we go out, sometimes you're going out and 4 friends, 3 of them are bringing their partners and the other person. And sometimes the pressure in it, when we're talking about the issue sometime later, you get to understand. But the pressure in this whole beloved thing, I used to say when I was on campus that this thing is work. And I'm almost like a lazy person. I don't want to do too much work. I now have to call you every day, check on you. How are you doing? If you don't call, oh, you didn't call. And the thing is that, for those who are even dating on campus, if the person is on campus, is the worst. You have to cook for the person. When you're cooking, you have the person in mind and all those things. Charlie, I'm not ready.
Wherever the person
is going.
That is if it's
and I'm not interested. Like, I don't want to be stressed. You get it? If I come from lectures, I just want to go to bed and sleep. Wake up to lecture, sleep. The next time I'm in church, like I don't have any time where, and it's stressful. So if you know you don't have time, don't even think of getting a beloved. Sometimes we get too fascinated about getting a beloved, we forget about all the other things that it comes with. Because you are going to date this guy, you may not even know so much about him. You don't even know how you end up. You just have futuristic ideas, how it's going to happen, how it's going to end, and you just enter into it just because of the fun of it. For you to also tell your girlfriends that, oh, I'm in a relationship and all of that, and at the end of the day it ends bad, because there are some guys who demand so much from you. You feel that they have the right to demand that from you. So as for the how, so many things and so many ways. I don't know if you have any other things to share.
Okay, with the how to get a beloved, as you said, prayer is the key. As believers, you need to pray into it. You cannot just go out or meet a guy or a lady and you feel, okay, I'm going to be with her. I say this world is a spiritual world. You can't determine the kind of spirit that lives in the person or dwells in the person. For all you know, excuse me to say, she might be a witch, or might be a wizard, or you can't tell.
You right. Coming after your destiny.
And the person looks so nice, and sometimes they know that you are this way, so I'm going to come that way in order to get you. So you have to think deep and pray into it, like anytime. You don't have to wait till you settle down before you pray about your beloved. Start doing it.
Watch and pray. Once you are praying, you are watching like one
eye closed, one eye open. So as I said in my contribution earlier, in as much as there's no formula, I feel that this thing starts with going to school. You see, you go to school, some of us, we don't research into the courses we are going to learn into. We just go and assume that everything will be right. That is the mindset most of us have about this relationship. So we just go in and we don't learn, because at least there's work.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
And you don't have to make it feel like one-sided love. If someone proposed and you accepted, that means it's both of you that you are supposed to work together. So it shouldn't be left on one person's shoulder to carry it. No. So you must learn. Thank God in our generation there are a lot of videos about relationship, what to do. You just pick
and a lot of Christian.
You have to pick the good fruits from them, not just digesting anything that you listen to. There are a lot of books you can read about relationship in general, not the person, so that at least you can infuse some into how you go about in
And
relationship.
what other thing I want to talk about is try to get to know the person before you propose. Don't be in a haste. I've met this person, I feel I love this person, whether a male or female. Just try to get
Some people think that when they don't say it, tomorrow someone will grab you.
You get it. So they are in a hurry just to say I love you. And okay, if the person accepts, they start, and after a while everything
becomes romance.
So just try to know the person
a little before.
Yes. You can go, you can start with visiting, or maybe outing, visiting. Through conversation, you can get to know the person, because we are what we say. You can bring certain issues up and know the person's point of view from what you're talking about. So by so doing, you are getting to know the person. Try to provoke the person. Maybe don't intentionally do that to know how this person will act,
behave. Yes. Sometimes you can't take it at the end of the day.
You cannot know a person until you marry them, you stay in the same roof with them before you get to know them. So at least the little you can know. Before you take
Even
that
in
decision.
Marriages, I feel there are a lot of surprises people still experience.
That's why I want to come in to say that belovedism and marriage are different. Having a beloved and you doing all your beloved things are different. You may be going out and all of that when you're doing that beloved thing. When you get married, it gets different. You see, at a point, my dad said something. It was like, "Oh, this is how you people are doing. When you get married, this will change you." And I'm like, this old man, you don't know what you're talking about. Nothing will change. Until when I got married, I was like, this was what the man was talking about. You see, the thing is that in belovedism, when we are doing our belovedorial things, we think that that's all, the world is at our feet and we have everything and all of that. But at the end of the day, when you enter into marriage, it's a whole ball game, a new ball game together. Because at first I was not staying with you. Now I'm staying with you. At first I was sleeping on my bed alone. I could just roll over anyhow. Now I'm sleeping with another person on the same bed.
I can choose when to.
I can even choose when to bath. I can choose when to brush my teeth. But now you cannot do that. So you see, belovedism and marriage is different. So you don't approach it the same way, and that's how come we are told not for you to give so much in when you are being just beloved thing.
You just have
boyfriend,
to be positive,
girlfriend.
Yes. Some people invest too much, their emotions and everything, and when there's a breakup, you tend to hear stories of people killing themselves.
Because you start having sex with the person and then you spoil everything. Because sometimes you are even a virgin. The person breaks your virginity and then the next time said, "I'm no longer interested in you," and he's going away.
You took my virginity.
It's like a whole story. Because even if the person marries you at the end of the day, that one has its own spiritual implications. For you to now have sex with one person, leave, have sex. So when the Bible says sexual purity, please follow that. That's the best thing. Don't be sexually immoral. It's not going to help you. I'm sure when we start talking about the issues in belovedism, you understand some of these things that we are talking about. And I think I can wrap up here. What do you think? All right, so today it's been another exciting moment. I'm sure you got all the fun. I'm sure you have questions, and you can send us your questions to all our social media handles. They are going to be displayed on the screen. Send us your questions, your comments. Let us know how we are doing. Let us know what you think about the OnyxShow, and we are going to come your way with more. In our next episode, we are going to be talking about the issues in belovedism. I'm sure you can't wait to hear all the issues. I'm sure you have your experiences as well. You can share with us on our social media handles. And from us over here, we'll say catch you next time and bye.